was you don't honey, without the lichte, without the sakai, you don't have to answer, have to have lech. So, was honey, go sakai radly, on sakai law to do, no, no, kaya had it, go sakai to Niloy, have that of the lech. You don't have zaal dat have dat of the licht. Go kaya zadli. Sakaya zadli.
So this is the Huslia Culture Camp, and we're about 4 miles below Huslia. And this is just a camp that we created just for the community. And every summer we bring our youth down here, and like a lot of the townspeople will come and just enjoy this time together and eating and going out and doing fun things.
Talk to our elders, and they talk about a long time ago, our people, our Danaka people, we always took care of our environment and we took care of ourselves. So it all fits in with our traditional and our cultural beliefs about being healthy in one whole circle. But so that's how come I'm going to talk to you. And I'm not scolding anybody, but one of the things that you guys talked about yesterday was hurt feelings and bullying. So I was going to talk to you a little bit about bullying. So when you see somebody being bullied, how does it make you feel? Sad? Mad? Okay. So for bullying, there's all kinds of different reasons that they could be bullied, right? It's because they might call you fat, you might be too skinny, you might be too tall, you might be too small. There's all kinds of reasons they say people pick on bullying. But the main thing that I want you guys to remember, it's never your fault that you're being bullied. There's nothing wrong with you individually. The person who is picking on you, they have something that's upsetting them. And they're the ones that need to figure out why they're mad and why they're picking on you.
What can you say to someone who's depressed, who's thinking about suicide? Are you okay? Are you okay? I'm here for you. Listen, that's so important. I am here for you. You are not alone. Things will get better. So let's repeat those. I'm here for you. I didn't hear that.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
You're not alone.
You're not alone.
Things will get better.
Things will get better.
Yesterday we worked on tow line, and I was teaching those kids how to make tow line, dog racing tow line. It's not like nowadays we make it different. A long time ago it was different. It was the harness, and then we put a rope on the harness, and then we put a snap on the tail, on the tow line end. But now we got it turned around so we snap it on the tail line. So those kids did a good job yesterday. This guy done a good job working on it yesterday. I think he's going to be a musher one day.
Giga. Everybody knows this word, giga. What color is giga?
Blue.
Blue. That's blueberries. Oh, let's say blueberries. Okay. Tanal Qazi. That's what we're going to be picking in another 2 weeks from now. It's low bush cranberry.
Started seeing cows come out about 9 o'clock, and I told these guys, we better head up toward close to where we seen those tracks. We might get luck up there. So sure enough, we're getting close, and one of the boys, they said, there's something up there, and
Me and Uriah said moose, and then we checked it out, and then there was a bull, and he shot it. And this was the first time, got it the second time, and then it just flopped right down.
Yes, we got moose!
Yeah! Yahoo!
everybody was so excited, you know, and we were fortunate to get it. So we got luck on the second day, you know, second night, getting late.
It's really fun going out with friends. We could do lots of work, fun work, and pack meat and everything. It's fun when you have lots of friends working with you.
Man, everybody was just happy, and you know, it was over, and they were happy that they were coming back to camp with luck, and I was happy too, you know. It was a good experience, and when I came down the next day, you know, all the meat and everything was so clean, and it was hung good, smoke under it, you know, and these kids, they took care of it, and all the community came down and worked on it, and it was put away, you know, fast. I was surprised. And all the kids are going home with fresh meat. Elders and, you know, people that helped out here in the camp went home with meat.
أنا سأزل تيكو قدن أنقاها تات سقاقات نكو كيل وزكا هدي تو وسنود قاها تات تهبقوخ ناتلتون تلوي تو سأزل تيكو قكون نيشلتون is camp needs enough sankano or the nak och nas talk to so zil to kun bab hulan bab hul klat so goda has not a cultural camp on zit had that the naked it's a lot the naked it's a lot so qad huda had need an who can قدن هبقوه ناتلتون so fast.
Number one, all guns are always loaded, right? So you treat every gun, even if you know it is unloaded, you treat it as it's loaded. So you never point it at anybody, right? Safety is very important as well. Okay? But what is another reason why you never point it at anybody? There's a chance that it could go off. Okay? So you always treat it as it's loaded. You never point it at anything you don't want to destroy. So you don't point it at your boat. You don't point it at people. You don't point it at your house, okay? Right? So you always point it at the ground or up in the air, right? Keep it in a safe direction. Because the important thing is you also, when you're shooting your gun and you're shooting at something, you need to be sure of what's behind it as well, right? Because you don't want to be shooting at an animal and having another animal behind it, right?
So yesterday, I saw this boy sitting, he was actually sitting on this stump by himself, and I was thinking he looked like he's feeling sad. And so I started to come over here, there was nobody else in this area, and all of a sudden, I just heard a little like stampede, thump, 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 thump behind me, and then I saw 4 kids come running past me this way, and so I stopped. And then they all ran over and they jumped on either side of him right there and stood behind him. And then you could tell they were asking like how he was doing, and he just like put his head down. And so they just sat here with him and, you know, carried on a conversation, whatever they were doing. But, you know, it didn't take long before they all came back to camp together. And I was thinking, you know, that just made my heart feel really good, because that just came natural to those kids to be able to help each other through that.
I think for me, Culture Camp is a way to bring kids together and to try to teach them some family values and just community. And when they leave camp, I want them to have a good feeling that they learned something maybe a little bit new, a new culture, a new story, or just a new wellness something. And if they can bring that away in a positive aspect, I think then that we can say that we deem our camps a success.
Hatte Ohren, hatte Hulle, Oster, Tenne auch, hatte noch Rolle, hey, ho, hey, hey.